Marvin Sapp, a name synonymous with gospel music, found himself at the center of controversy. The acclaimed singer and pastor ignited a firestorm of debate. It happened at the 109th Pentecostal Assemblies of the World Convention. This gathering, steeped in tradition, became the backdrop for a very public request. Sapp, with his signature blend of passion and conviction, appealed to the congregation. He asked for a specific amount, $40,000. The request, in and of itself, was not unusual. Churches often rely on donations. These funds support their ministries and community outreach programs. But something about Sapp's plea struck a discordant note. It wasn't just the amount. Though $40,000 is a significant sum, it was the manner in which he made the ask. Sapp's words, captured on video, quickly spread through the digital grapevine. What was intended as a private moment of spiritual generosity became a very public spectacle. Sapp's call for donations took many by surprise. The singer, known for his soulful voice and uplifting lyrics, seemed to adopt a different tone. Gone was the gentle encouragement, the spirit of humble giving. In its place was a demand, a sense of urgency that left some feeling uneasy. This was not the Marvin Sapp they knew, the man who sang of God's grace and mercy. This was something else entirely. Sapp's request went beyond simply asking for money. He directed ushers to close the doors. This seemingly innocuous instruction carried a weighty implication. It suggested that those present were obligated to give, that leaving before contributing was not an option. This act, seemingly harmless on the surface, struck at the heart of the matter. It raised questions about consent, free will, and the nature of religious giving. The image of church doors closing, not for prayer or reflection, but to secure financial pledges, left many unsettled. It felt transactional, a far cry from the spirit of generosity and selflessness that should characterize religious giving. The act of closing the doors became symbolic of a larger issue. It highlighted the fine line between encouraging generosity and coercing contributions. Sapp's actions sparked outrage and disbelief among many. The idea of a pastor, a spiritual leader, seemingly holding his congregation captive until a financial target was met, felt wrong. It smacked of manipulation, a betrayal of the trust placed in religious figures. Critics argued that true generosity should stem from the heart. It should not be extracted through pressure or a sense of obligation. The video of Sapp's request spread like wildfire across social media. Comment sections became battlegrounds, with users fiercely debating the ethics of the situation. Some defended Sapp, arguing that his actions were taken out of context. They pointed to his years of service, his commitment to his ministry as evidence of his good intentions. Others were less forgiving. They accused him of hypocrisy, of using his platform and influence for personal gain. The incident became a lightning rod for a larger conversation about the role of money in the church. Critics pointed to the opulent lifestyles of some megachurch pastors as evidence of a growing disconnect between the teachings of Christ and the actions of his supposed followers. The optics of a wealthy pastor demanding money from his congregation, many of whom were likely struggling financially themselves, were undeniably bad. The incident also highlighted the power of social media in holding public figures accountable. In the past, such behavior might have gone unchecked or been confined to hushed whispers. The digital age, however, offers no such protection. The court of public opinion, fueled by viral videos and instant commentary, can be swift and unforgiving. Sapp, facing mounting criticism, issued a response. He defended his actions, claiming his words were taken out of context. He argued that his intention was not to coerce, but to create a safe, focused, and reverent environment for giving. He cited biblical examples to support his stance, pointing to instances where individuals were instructed to give specific amounts. Sapp's defense, however, did little to quell the controversy. Many felt his explanation rang hollow, a desperate attempt to salvage his reputation. The damage, they argued, had already been done. The incident had sown seeds of doubt and mistrust. It raised uncomfortable questions about the nature of religious leadership and the motivations behind certain acts of generosity. The controversy surrounding Marvin Sapp's donation request serves as a cautionary tale. It underscores the importance of transparency and accountability. particularly within religious institutions. It highlights the dangers of conflating spiritual authority with financial gain. It leaves us grappling with a fundamental question. When does a call for generosity cross the line into coercion?